Hello and welcome to another video in this series about firearms and firearm safety. As I said, it's a series, so they're all meant to work together. The first two videos in the series are things you should watch before watching the rest. They are about introductory material and basic safety, and will help you better understand the things that are talked about in the rest of the videos, which are mainly focused on specific firearms. So this video is going to be just a few minutes about the gun laying on the table in front of us. This is actually an air rifle. So it's a little bit different than most firearms in that it propels a bullet rather than using an explosive gunpowder. It uses compressed air. It's a 177 caliber or .177 inch bore. It has a slightly different action. It's called a break action. So that means it has no magazine at all. There's no place to store ammunition inside the firearm except in the firing chamber. So it's a single shot firearm. You load it with one bullet, which is a pellet. You fire it, then you open the gun and put in one new round. And you have to do that with each round that you fire. And I'm going to show you how that is done. As I said, it's a break action, which means you just bend the gun in half, like so. Take hold of the stock and the barrel and bend it down till it clicks. And there you can see the breech end of the barrel. This gun fires a small lead pellet, which you can see right here in my hand. And I'm not going to actually put that in because once I do, the gun will be loaded. But it's just a matter of inserting that pellet into the firing chamber. And then the gun is returned to its normal position and it's now loaded. Now once it's loaded, it can't be conveniently unloaded. So you really don't want to load this at all until you're ready to take a shot. And if you decide for any reason that you don't want to take that shot, there's not a convenient way to unload it. You can break the barrel again and try to fish that pellet out, but usually that's pretty difficult to do. So if the gun does need to be unloaded, the best way is just to point it in a safe direction, typically at the ground, and just discharge that round into the ground. The safety and trigger is right here. The safety is in front of the trigger. Pulling this little lever back applies the safety, which means that in theory the trigger can't be pulled. But as I've explained in other videos, I don't put a lot of emphasis on the safety just because it's a mechanical device that can fail and sometimes does, and don't want people to depend on that to compensate for their own bad habits. So you should know where the safety is, you should use it, but you should not depend on it. You should rather depend on just safe gun handling habits. This gun has a telescopic sight here on top of the barrel, so it gives you a magnified image of your target picture, as well as crosshairs inside the scope that allow you to point it at the target. I think that's pretty much it for this firearm, so I'm going to put it down and turn off the camera, and we'll see you on the next video.